Hello and welcome back to our Scalar tutorial series. In this video, I will be demonstrating the process of creating the reading flow for the pages in your Scalar book by creating your table of contents and setting paths. My name is Mik Knight, and I am one of the Spring and Summer 2022 Student Assistants for San Diego State University's Digital Humanities Center located in the library. Today, I will be guiding you through the necessary steps to create your first path in Scalar. In the last tutorial in our Scalar series, Ali led us through the process of adding internal and external links to your simple book in Scalar in order to allow your readers to easily explore online resources and media from outside and within your book. In this tutorial, we will be covering the following in Scalar. Step 1, creating a homepage. Step 2, creating the table of contents. And step 3, creating a path. Follow along as I demonstrate these 3 steps to create the landing page for your book, assign the pages that you've created a location in the front end of your book, and create a path for your readers to follow along while engaging in your work. Let's begin with step 1, creating a homepage. When you first sign into Scalar, you will be brought to a similar page to this, with links to the books that you are working on the left side and featured sample books for you to look at on your right. At least that's how it's appearing at the time of this recording, and hopefully it's still holding up pretty well. Either way, your first step is going to be to navigate from your homepage to wherever your books are located. To begin, click on the book that you would like to add pages to and create a path for. In this tutorial, I am returning to our sample project about the Digital Humanities Center at SDSU. Your book will open to the homepage. This will also be the landing page that readers will be brought to when they search for your book online. When you create your book, this is also going to be the only page automatically created by Scalar and added to the Table of Contents tab of the header bar. This will be important to note later when we start to create paths. To create what is essentially the front cover of your digital book, click on the pencil icon or the Edit Current Page icon from the top right side of your screen. Selecting the Edit Page icon will take you to this page in your dashboard, where you can specify the information that you want on your book's landing page. Since I'm creating my front page, I'm only going to add the title, description, and key image to my page's dashboard. To start, I'm going to give this page a title and description that matches the title and subtitle that I previously assigned to this book. No worries though, if you are not super excited about your title anymore that you started with, this can always be changed in the dashboard later. In this example, I'm going to give my page the title SDSU DHC and the description Scalar Tutorial Test Book, so it's matching again that title in my header bar. I could add text here if I wanted to create a page using one of the basic layouts for the front page of my book, but in this example, I'm going to be using the book splash layout, which I'll be going over further, in which case, if you try to add any body text on this back end of the book, it's not going to show up in the front because it's going to be taken up by a full screen image with the title of your book and the name of the authors or contributors to your project. So now that you've added your book's title, from the options across the bottom half of the page, we will select the layout that we want to be used on this page. So click on the box that says Basic, and from the drop-down menu that appears, select the option for Book Splash. Creating your title page or index page is going to be a 2-step process. First is selecting the Book Splash layout, and second is choosing a key image to be the front page of your book. So after choosing that option for Book Splash, select the Styling tab, and then click on Key Image from the drop-down menu that appears. Select the image that you would like to use as the cover art of your book from the drop-down menu. In this example, I'm going to set this picture of the Digital Humanities Center as my book cover. So I'm going to select that file titled DHC Monitors from the media that I previously uploaded in our last tutorial. Then once you've chosen the front page of your book, select Save and View to see your home page in the reader view. And here is what our book's landing page looks like now. When you open your book in Scalar in the future, this is also what it's going to look like rather than that blank page that we started out with. Now that your home page is ready to work with, let's briefly review the process of creating a new page. From the front end of your book, you can click on the plus sign icon at any time to add a new page. I do want to point out that every time we are in this front end of our Scalar book, so whether or not we're on the home page or on one of our other pages throughout our book, you will always have this header bar of options at the top. Selecting the plus sign from the reader view or selecting Add New Page from your dashboard will once again take you to this prompt to add a title, text, and media to create a new page in your Scalar book. For a more detailed breakdown of how to create a new page in Scalar, you can check out the earlier tutorial I made in this series, Creating a Simple Book with Scalar, Assembling and Editing Pages. So once you have a few pages prepared in the dashboard of your book, you can set a path to connect them, which brings us to step 2 of this tutorial, creating the table of contents. Select the options icon from the header bar to access the dashboard of your book. When you open the dashboard, the Properties tab will be automatically open. Scroll down on the Properties page to where it says Table of Contents, and then select the box that says Add Item. Now select the pages that you would like to add to your table of contents. Don't worry about the order that they are appearing in here or the order that you click them in. You'll be able to set and adjust the order at any time in the Properties tab of the dashboard by dragging and dropping them. While you're doing this, do not click on the home page when selecting the pages to add. It's already been included in your table of contents, so adding it here will make it appear twice in your book, which may get confusing for readers later on. You can see here under the column for URL, your homepage has already been listed as /index in your book. This means it's already been assigned a location in the front end, so readers are already able to access that. So in this example, I'm not clicking SDSU DHC because that's my front page with my title, but I am going to select Introduction to the Digital Humanities Center, Programs, and Research. So those pages will appear in whatever order I set them in after my front page when people open my book. After you select the pages you would like to add to your table of contents, click on Add Selected from the bottom right corner of the screen. Now, your pages are assigned a location in your book and will appear in the reader view. The pages you chose are now present in the Properties tab of your dashboard next to Table of Contents where we were earlier. From here, as I mentioned, you can drag and drop them into any order you desire. At any time, you can also return to this page and select Add Item to continue to add pages to your book. On the front end of your book, you can now view the full table of contents by clicking the icon in the top left corner of the screen. So now these options are here and readers can navigate to different pages in your book, but currently selecting from the table of contents menu is the only way that readers can access the body of your digital book. So to make your book a little more inviting to readers, we want to have the pages all flow together by creating a path. And that leads me to step 3, creating a path. From our front page, we can select the edit icon on the header bar to access the page dashboard, where we will be able to make this page the start of our new path. Back on the dashboard for the home page that we created earlier, I'm going to scroll down to the options across the bottom half of the page. Then open the Relationships tab, and from the drop-down menu that appears, select the option for Path. Once I click on the Path option, I see the text down here to make this page a path, choose the items that it contains. So I'm going to select that blue text, the choose the items that it contains part, to select the pages that I would like to add to this path. So once again, I want to remind you that you do not want to click on your home page when selecting pages to add. It's already been included in this path by being the starting point. So again, here I'm selecting Introduction to the Digital Humanities Center, Programs and Research to be the 3 body pages that my readers can flow into from the front page. The pages linked in your path will now show up under that Relationships tab of the dashboard from your starting page. Now, there's also an invitation for your reader to continue to engage with your book on the bottom of each page that you've added to your path. So as you can see here, if I scroll down to the bottom of the page, there's that invitation again. It says continue to programs. Now I can continue to research. So this will allow your readers to more easily navigate your book without having to click back and forth between the table of contents and the page that they would like to be directed to. Join me next time in our Scalar tutorial series to continue to learn how to use Scalar's Path feature by creating multiple paths and accessing them through the Visualizations option in our next tutorial, Creating Overlapping Paths and Visualizations. Thank you for joining me and happy editing.